Why is it that your goal is never achieved? Do you find yourself jumping from one goal to the other? Before we start, if you are new to Flash of Clarity channel, make sure you subscribe and press the notification icon as we make videos like this to improve your life. Let us go back in history. There was no backup plan in Pablo Picasso's mind if his painting did not appeal to art lovers. There was no backup plan for Beethoven if his symphonies were disregarded. No backup plan for Nikola Tesla's inventions if they would not have taken their place in the real world. Although many of the great folks struggled, but they were passionate about their purpose of life, and that purpose was to work on one thing that they were good at and will eventually become the best in the world. Present day, we now have what we call as backup plans. Because our thinking has become so corporate driven that even for our deep personal desires and passions, we think we can better manage all of it by bringing these secondary plans. If this fails, I will do that. If that fails, I will do something else, and so on. Eventually, it leads to nothing but mediocrity and an unsatisfied life. What is actually happening? Let's consider you have a great passion for something that you want to achieve real bad, like a burning desire. You have a plan for it. Let's call it plan A. And then you have a plan B, which is a different secondary goal and is probably easier with much more chances of success, and you will pursue it if your plan A fails. Why do you think of plan B? When you do not have enough confidence and when you face problems, then your mind wants easier things. For example, not waking up early, eating junk food, watching movies instead of working towards your goal, and in the same way, in the search of easy success, plan B is born. Do you see the problem? The moment you think of plan B, your unconscious mind has already accepted defeat for plan A, and it starts to have doubts and concerns and complaints for plan A on each and every hurdle that you face while you work on plan A. Then your mind slowly convinces itself that plan A will fail, but never mind, plan B is the answer as it is easier. You have lost the game already in your mind. You have given yourself an easy way out to mediocrity without the hardships. With a plan B, your mind is figuring out reasons why plan A won't work, why is it difficult, and why plan B sounds so much achievable. Basically, whenever you land into a problem with your plan A, instead of figuring out and focusing on how to solve this problem, the first thought your mind brings up is, let's take up plan B. It seems so much easy. You convince yourself that plan B is right for you and you should scrap the pursuit of plan A. Why does this happen? If you think you need plan B when plan A is your ultimate purpose of life, then it is a delusion. You have planted a seed of failure. It's a self-satisfying prediction or self-fulfilling prophecy. The best part about a self-convincing false belief is that you may be unaware about its strong existence in your thought streams, and in no time it influences your actions and you don't give your best to it, and as a result you fail and you want an escape, thinking that plan A was never meant to work out anyway. What happens to plan A now? You will either fail, or you will play to lose, not to win, or you will lose enthusiasm and the drive to pursue it, and eventually you will jump to plan B. We dig a hole and continue to unconsciously incline towards it to take a fall. Why is this so bad? What started as an easy alternative to your plan A now has deviated you away from your goal. What is the guarantee that it will not happen again when you jump to plan B? What makes you think you will not drift to plan C afterwards? If you hop onto different things all your life, you will get nowhere. Maybe it is a pattern and it is telling you something. Want to quit the rat race? The best example would be of entrepreneurs. A rational approach states that an aspiring entrepreneur should not leave his job and try to work on his plans parallelly and quit his job when his idea generates enough revenue. However, the startup mostly fails. One big reason is the level of mental dedication it needs. Our minds are designed to have only one thing, one purpose, as a force to drive and motivate us. And that's how we make all the great things happen. Having second thoughts or options in mind would tear you apart. Pick something that you are passionate about. We have such easy access to information, and with it opens up possibilities. This takes away your clarity and gives you noise. Noise which bombards your brain with useless things which were never meant to be your plans to pursue. One reason for failure is our lack of clarity in choosing the goals or even wrong choices of goals. You should pause, think, and then proceed. You should convince yourself by visualizing the process and outcome. And because we think we will fail, we never even think of giving it our best, working hard and in the right direction. You should be driven for your goal from the inside. No external motivation will do you any good. When you are on it, work will not be work. It will be your only purpose and mission. We expect fast results. Because we see all the instant successes around us, we don't realize that this was the last stage of the preparation and it took years in the making and grinding. All of this is never visible, so when you struggle, it seems to you as a sign of failure. Pick something as per the probability of success. Your plan A should be selected based on probability of success. A normal guy in his 30s with no athletic background cannot go and win an Olympics medal. How to choose your goal? You should have some talent and background in the chosen field. You should be able to manage resources for achieving it. You should be able to pull it all the way through. See, a computer engineer has way better chances of making apps as he can learn to code because of his coding background. Anything can be achieved if if you give enough dedication and effort, and of course in the right direction, and if it is broken down into small manageable pieces. The question is, what is the probability of you making it happen? Don't be scared to fail, as you are going to die anyways. Most of us fail because of fear to try, fear of failure. Well, everybody on their deathbed regret the things they could have achieved and not their failures. Instead of plan B, plan A should be more foolproof. It has to be thought out, clear, and all the routes of failure in plan A should be worked out in advance instead of coming up with a different plan B altogether. This should be combined with aggressiveness and discipline required to achieve plan A day after day. The backup plan should be an alternate plan to reach the same outcome. Instead of plan B as a different and easier goal which may not satisfy you in the long run, plan B should be a different route or approach for your primary goal. The purpose of backup is exactly the same in this case. It just runs from a different channel. Do or die approach. One thing and one thing only. It should be a do or die approach to enforce that seriousness in your mind. There should be only one plan, the one which can actually take you higher. Conclusion. Your dream will not be achieved through a backup plan. If you want it really bad, you should stop seeing it as an option. In the end, if you have a slightest doubt in your mind, you will fail. And with plan B, you are giving yourself that doubt. For further reading, we recommend these books. If you learned something new and think it adds value to your life, hit the like button to show your support, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to know more about the new uploads.